Hello and welcome to another watercolour. This is our watercolour today, a very simple country scene with a dam and some grass there in the foreground, a couple of trees there in the background. I've sort of put this on almost double speed just to speed it up for you. I'm putting the water on where the sky is, as you can see, using a thicker or a wider brush for that just to get the coverage on there a lot faster. Using some cobalt blue now. And I'll be also using some yellow ochre as well. Here comes the yellow ochre. I'll just put a bit more on, I'll just lift the board with the paper. Just to let those colours diffuse and blend. I'm using 100% cotton watercolour paper. It's A4 size. This is ultramarine. No, it's not. I'm using cobalt blue again. I beg your pardon. I'm just doing the dam. Using the cobalt blue. I could have gone a bit lighter for that perhaps. Anyway, it turns out okay. I could have had a much more watery wash with that. And I put a little bit of yellow ochre in there. There we are. Now this is the ultramarine blue, where the mountains are. In the background. You don't have to use ultramarine blue. You might be able to use a cobalt, a Prussian blue perhaps, or you may just want to use a very dark green. Or you might like those mountains to look like they're more in the distance, and by doing that you can actually use a very light blue or a light green. Yellow ochre in here now. Using a light red in here soon. This is a raw sienna that I'm using here now over the top of the yellow ochre in places. All the paints I'm using are by Art Spectrum. This is a sort of, they say it's light red, but it's more like a burnt sienna. But it is light red, that's what it says on the tube. Also by Art Spectrum. So light red again, just in there. Using dark leaf green now for some trees in the distance. I'm going to put some burgundy in with those trees soon. A little bit of yellow ochre as well. Here comes the yellow ochre, I believe. There we go, just a bit there. And some burgundy. and we'll just take what colour is in the brush there and we'll just bring it across. Painting the branches of some trees there. These are in the foreground. If you wanted to, you could leave those trees without foliage. Yeah, so I'm using a little bit of gouache here. I'm just blending in this these white areas here. Could be a sandy type of area along here, or white silt or something like that. Putting some grasses and some bits and pieces near the edge of the dam. You can hear some noise in the background. There's some people working on the garden outside, so I apologise for that. You could even, I mean, we've got foliage on both of those big trees in the foreground, but you could leave, you know, you could put foliage on the right-hand one and just leave the other one without foliage if you wanted to. So however you feel at the time. Because I want this to be fairly free-flowing, you don't have to put water down first, but in this case I'm going to. I just want this to have a particular look. And now I'm putting some olive green over. Yeah, you can just leave it like that, okay, and just have the other tree completely bare. But we're not going to do that. Could have gone a lot smaller with the foliage, just sort of had the foliage around the branches. But in this instance, I just wanted the trees to be fairly big here. Bit of reflection now. This is a very quick watercolour, very loose. Just some grass, base of those trees. Just so the trees don't look like they're plonked there, that they're actually part of the ground. Fixing up some just some grasses and things like that in the foreground. We still need to work on the edge of the lake a bit more, or the edge of the dam a bit more. Like I said, it's just a very quick, basic watercolour. I didn't put much into the trees at all. I just wanted the paint to flow over the water there. Just some dark leaf green there. Just touching up around the edge of the lake or the edge of the dam. It's more like a dam, really. And we're going to put a fence in there too. I've gone with a white gouache for the fence, but I really didn't like it. I didn't think it stood out enough, so I ended up putting some matte black over the fence in areas, and you'll see that on the final photograph, or the final reveal of the painting. Just some peach in there as well. Some red, some light red. And some peach will be going in there too. I'm just fixing up around the edge of the lake here. This is with some burnt umber. Just put some reflection in through with that. So this is just some olive green going in there now. Some dark leaf green over the top there. This is this white fence I was telling you about. I decided that I didn't like the white, so on the final reveal you will see that I've changed that fence to black. Doesn't look too bad, but I just didn't think it stood out enough, so I changed the fence to black. And you'll see that right at the end. Just a reflection with that bit of grass there under the tree there, or some of that foliage. Let's fix up this reflection a bit more, just make it stand out a bit more. Same here. Olive green we're using. All by Art Spectrum. Reflection there. I'll have to put something up the top, like a bush, creating that reflection. There we go. Fixing up the foreground there, putting in a bit of peach. So just taking the masking tape off. We could put a bird in the sky, but I didn't want that. I think the trees are enough. And here we are with our final reveal. You see that white fence on the left-hand side? It will be turning black. I'm just fixing up the edging here with a bit of white gouache because some of that paint seeped in under the masking tape. And there it is. You can see the fence there is white. I thought it would be black. Maybe that's on the first photograph as we start the video. But anyway, there it is. Very simple, very quick watercolour landscape of a dam and a bush country scene. Thanks very much. Back again with another watercolour very soon. Bye for now.